Yeah, we are back. Are we back? Test, test, test. Yes, sir. We are back and we are popping, you know, much more better than ever before. Just got my Mac Mini, M4 Mac Mini, so like my video is gonna be good, or it should be. So, why are we here today? I'm here today to show you how to set up your own personal vibe coding setup, and this is gonna live in your IDE. Of course, there's gonna be nuances to how you actually need to set up your own vibe coding setup depending on what exactly the project you're working on is, and even what your personal preference is when it comes to your IDE, which is basically your integrated development environment. Personally, for me, that is Visual Studio Code. So, I mean, I do know a lot of people who are actually pretty familiar with Visual Studio Code. It really doesn't matter that much. Well, maybe it does, but you know what? Enough talking. Let's get straight into the video. Let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen here. All right, so I'm trying to share my screen and I'm on Mac now. I apparently have to turn on some extra security setting and put in my password again. Like I have a physical like access to this device. Like god damn it. All right, so here I'm gonna share my entire screen. Oh my god. All right, so it looks like I have to restart Chrome, right? All right, I'm gonna be back on, but like in no time at all. All right, mic check. All right, yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good. So I should be able to share my entire screen now, which apparently I can. And we're just gonna get rid of this infinite screen glitch, whatever. So yeah, again, welcome, welcome to today's live stream. And today is all about vibe coding. Because if you're not a vibe coder, I don't know what you are, man. But yeah, again, I'm actually excited. I literally just got my Mac Mini yesterday, and it's just even the base M4 Mac Mini. And now, like my last vibe coding live stream was so shit. It was so terrible because my laptop was ass. But now I have that 10 core M4, CPU, 10 core GPU. I mean, like, it doesn't get too much better than that. Just saying. Um, right. So yeah, I'm trying to show you how you can set up your own personal vibe coding environment today. And as I was saying earlier, there's gonna be nuances to this, right? So yeah, personally, I use Visual Studio Code for my IDE, and right now I'm just gonna like clear this chat. So I mean, first thing first is like you want to set up your IDE, set up your projects. And for me, I do have a Flutter project here, right? So I basically had to go install Flutter from. So yeah, I had to install Flutter from VS Code's extension, right? So what I had to do was, come here, punch in Flutter. And if you don't know what Flutter is a software development. So it's basically a software development framework developed by Google. It runs on Dart, and Dart is the programming language. And if you don't know Dart as well, Dart is basically an object-oriented programming language. Just like Java, Python, the other good and robust programming languages. And it's actually quite easy to learn, in my opinion. And yeah, I mean, you can pick up Dart. And the good thing about Flutter, right? So again, Flutter is that software development framework developed by Google, right? And the really, really good thing about Flutter is it gives you the ability or the opportunity, let's say ability to develop for multiple platforms with just one code base. To dive deeper on that, or to elaborate on that, basically you can develop applications for Android, iOS, and even web applications with just one code base. So yeah, and right now, like, I have this app I'm developing, right? So you know what? Before I show you how to set up vibe coding, why don't I show you a little bit about what vibe coding can do? Like, I literally have this coding agent living inside of VS Code, and this is not even the best, guys. Like, think about it. Like, when I'm telling you, like, oh, what I'm about to show you and how good it is, it's not even the best vibe coding agent out there. But you know what? Let's talk in more doing, right? Or more vibe coding, if you will. So I'm just tell this agent. So I'm gonna say run the app on the iPhone 16. So I'm just gonna tell it to run the app on the iPhone 16, and we're gonna see what it comes back with. So it's asking for permission to run something. I'm just gonna allow this like one time. So then it's running some code, and as you can see in the terminal right here, there's some stuff going on. So it says no device was found, and it's trying to boot the device, right? Again, all I need to do here is just allow it. So it's trying to boot the iPhone 16e. I don't know if it's a cold boot or if it's a hot boot, right? Or one boot, sorry. Yeah, so again, it's asking for permission, and I'm just gonna allow this again one time, and boom, woof, look at that. Would you look at that? Okay. All right. So yeah, so it pretty much was able to boot up the device by itself, which is not even bad, right? I mean, at least in my opinion. So yeah, and now as we can see, it says running Xcode build. So it's pretty much building the app on this simulator, iPhone 16e simulator, right? Which is exactly what we asked for. Okay, so it gave us a couple of errors. There's a lot of errors. God damn it. So this is apparently an Xcode error. All right, let's see. Uh, you know what? The good thing is we can literally copy all these errors, right? Like every single thing. I mean, this is not the best way to debug, in my opinion, but like this is an error that I'm absolutely not even expecting, because I just set this local dev environment up like yesterday. Okay, so I mean, hey, you know what? The agent tells us that this is a common issue with CocoaPod dependencies, where it expects this, blah 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 blah, and it's trying to fix it, which is again a good thing, right? And yeah, we're just gonna let it do the fixing. Of course, we want to allow permissions to allow it to, or to let it do that. All right, so it pretty much cleared like the Flutter build, or the current Flutter build, which Yeah, it's not a bad thing. Like it's always gonna be able to rebuild the Flutter app again from the dependencies and the code base in general. So like it's just trying to fix that bug that we ran into, and now it's running the build again. As you can see, it says running Xcode build, and this really should not even take a lot of time, right? So yeah, I mean, like once the build is done, literally should pop up on the done. Literally should pop up. Yeah, I mean, it should pop up on the right side, which is where the iPhone 16 simulator is running right now. Should we call it a simulator or an emulator? I guess we could call it a iOS emulator, right? So it's kind of emulating the OS. Not sure exactly what is going on, but from what it looks like, the um yeah, it's emulating the OS, right? But yeah, it's also simulating the device. So it's doing like kind of like two things at the same time, in my opinion. But you know what? Why don't we ask ChatGPT for its opinion? Hey, I got a quick question.
Of course, I'm here to help. What's on your mind?
Sure. I was just doing a live stream right now, so we're pretty much doing a how to set up your vibe code environment live stream, and I just wanted to confirm and make sure I'm being precise. So like this, guys, what you don't think I don't know what the hell I'm saying, right? So for the iOS simulator, right? And I say that we quote unquote here. So is it a simulator on the Mac OS that is simulating like the iPhone environment, or can we call it a emulator? And whatever option you pick or that you think is correct, like I just wanted you to also explain why that answer is what your choice is.
Absolutely, that's a great question. So, the iOS simulator on macOS is actually a simulator, not an emulator. The key difference is that a simulator mimics the behavior of the iOS environment using the Mac's architecture. So, it doesn't run the actual iOS code on an ARM based processor. Instead, it uses the Mac's x86 architecture to run the code, which means it's not a one to one replication of the device. An emulator, on the other hand, would replicate the hardware and to run the actual code on the same architecture as the device. That's why we usually call it a simulator. Hopefully that helps clarify it for your live stream. If you need any more details, just let me know.
Yeah, sure. And yeah, thank you so much for that. And like just to let you know, you're actually like you're on live right now. I'm sorry if I didn't tell you that before, but thank you for that clarification. Appreciate it.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad I could help out in real time, and no worries at all. I'm happy to be part of your live stream. If you need any more clarifications or have any other questions as you go along, just let me know.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Have fun with the live stream, and if anything else comes up,
All right. So yeah, I mean, we just got clarification from ChatGPT with an explanation of why, because it's not just about knowing what the right answer is, also about knowing why. So yeah, pretty much it's a simulator because it's using the Mac architecture to simulate a iOS environment, but it's not emulating the iOS hardware. Make sense? All right. Now it's time to actually set up your vibe coding environment. So yeah, I'm gonna start you off with a baby vibe coding agent, which is GitHub Copilot. So GitHub Copilot is pretty much like, again, like I said, the baby vibe coding agent, and it lives like it's actually pre-installed in VS Code, right? So like if you actually want to access GitHub Copilot, you just need to like go to this right side of the search bar and click on that icon. And like if you're doing it for the first time, you just have to like sign in your GitHub account, and it's gonna take you through the signing process. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, I've done that already, and like this is what it looks like. So yeah, I mean, of course, like again, this is the baby agent. I'm gonna show you the big dog. You know what I mean? When I say the big dog of vibe coding, I'm gonna show you that in a second here. So yeah, I mean, like I showed you earlier, like this is actually super good even for the baby of vibe coding agents. But there's one thing that this does not do that you know you would want a vibe coding agent to do. So like it does not repo up. It does not index your repo, right? Like it kind of like apparently I think it searches your old code base like during every single chat. But yeah, I mean, it's just something to know. And like I don't think you can tell it exactly like where to look at the index for the repo, right? But yeah, a good thing is like actually like get to use like different AI models. For example, as you can see right here, you get to use like a GPT 4.1 model. You get to use a 4 or 5 mini. You grok fast, grok code fast. I actually like to use this a lot because like it has the fast in the name. And I actually haven't done research to be sure about this, but I think it's a fast model, right? But you know what? The 5 mini would also be a fast model. And I think one of the best models, or you know what, not even I think, it's a fact. One of the best models for vibe coding is Gemini 2.5 Pro, right? So like that is made for vibe coding. And then another AI model that is also made for vibe coding is GPT-5 Codex. This I've tried a little bit, not a lot, but again, of course, you have this freedom to choose whatever model you want, and you can actually like manage model if you actually like want to bring in your own model as well. For example, let's say you want to go to Google or OpenAI, go for Anthropic, even Copilot, Azure, XAI, Grok, doesn't matter. You get the point. You can do any of these guys, like set up like your own API key for API for your AI model, and like come in here. For example, let's say I went to OpenAI to grab an API key, right? So I'll just come in here, do here, do manage models, and then go to OpenAI. And as you can see right there, it's asking for my OpenAI API key. So if I actually wanted to do that, I mean, I can show you that right now because I do have an Open API key. However, maybe I'll show you that another time, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna cancel that. So yeah, I was just showing you like you do have a wide luxury of AI models to choose from. And you might also want to check out the Cloud Sonnet 4.5. Like that is also pretty good, you know. So yeah, let me put this on GPT-5. No, I don't want a mini. No, I do not want a mini model for my coding tasks. Let me put it on 5 codex or maybe 2.5 Pro, like if I need to do something. And yeah, for the reason why you're here, I'm just going to show you the big dog of vibe coding agents. Siri, 40% volume. You know what? I'm gonna do this myself, man. All right. And now, giving it to the big dogs of vibe coding agents, Zen Coder AI. Yeah, Zen Coder AI is the king, is the big dog. Big dog. This is the big dog of vibe coding, guys. I'm telling ya, this is the king of kings. You know what? Nah, this is a king. The king of king goes to a completely separate vibe coding platform, but this is the king of kings for vibe coding agents. So yeah, I mean, Zencoder AI, you can go to the website, check it out, and the pricing is not even bad. Starts off at about $20 a month. Like you can try the free just to test it out, but you're not gonna have fun for too long. But yeah, start out $19 a month and core $50 a month. Like myself, I'm on core, guys. So I go hardcore. You know what I mean? But yeah. So I mean, of course, I'm gonna let you, take your time to, do some research on Zencoder AI. And now I'm going to show you exactly how of AI in VS Code. Let me reduce the music 1 second. All right. So I'm just gonna put this away, and then we're gonna go back to VS Code, right? So yeah. All right. So the way to install Zencoder AI in VS Code is to use the extension, right? So this is where you get extensions, and then you just search Zencoder. It's not even difficult, guys. It does not take a lot, and just click install. And it gives you this prompt of like, do you actually like trust who developed Zencoder AI? So of course you want to trust the publisher and install, and just wait a couple of seconds. And apparently not a lot of seconds here. So yeah. Of course, if you don't have an account already, you have to sign up. It takes about just 1 minute. And if you have an account like myself, what you have to do is sign in. So again, it takes you through the signing process. Really, really easy. I'm going to do an SSO here, which is single sign-on using my Gmail. Pops it right there, signs me in, or it should. And it's gonna ask me to like open Visual Studio Code again, and I'm just gonna tell it not to prompt me to allow. I'm just gonna open, and there we go. If you notice, we do not get the sign in prompt anymore on my Zencoder. So that is a good thing, in case you were wondering, right? Yeah. Hey, I guess it's that simple. This is how to set up your vibe coding environment. Like pretty much just make sure you set up your project already, set up GitHub Copilot, and then set up Zencoder. And all right, I'm gonna give you the $1,000,000 tip here, guys. Like I'm gonna give you just the tip. Like I don't know if you want more, but I'm gonna give you just the tip, right? So let's even say you start off, on a free model for Zencoder AI, and then you bump up to the starter, right, which is about $20 a month. I promise you, if you actually vibe code a lot, it's not going to be enough. However, this is how you can manage it and make it enough. So, of course, you're probably wondering, or you were probably wondering, like, why we're using like two vibe coding agents in VS Code, and I'll get to that in a second. But here's actually the good thing: like by default, GitHub Copilot takes the right side of the you know of the app, right, of VS Code, and then by default, Zencoder takes up the left side. So you can literally have both open, like I do have right now, and you can have them working simultaneously on different parts of your projects. So you could literally have Zencoder work on a certain feature and have GitHub Copilot work on another feature. But that was not even the $1,000,000 tip. Here's a $1,000,000 tip, right? So GitHub Copilot is obviously cheaper, like much more cheaper than Zencoder AI. I mean, I think you could even run it free, like if you use any of these 0x models. Pretty much means it's gonna like, yeah. So it says does not count towards your premium request limit. However, it might get slowed down during times of high congestion. Of course, like if it's free, you shouldn't probably expect the best of experiences. But yeah, potentially you can actually like use this model or models for free. And of these four, I would advise the Grok Code Fast because I've used it a lot and it actually like pretty much is successful what I want. So yeah, the $1,000,000 advice is combine GitHub Copilot and Zencoder. And by that I mean just do a mental tab or mental exercise on the new features you do want to implement, and then like what do you think this is going to be a lot for GitHub Copilot? Because again, trust me, Zencoder is a much better ass than GitHub Copilot, right? So I mean, yeah, I pretty much like use GitHub Copilot for the small tasks, like just mundane stuff that I don't want to do manually. For example, let's say I have like I'm just trying to set up a new web page, right? And I just want to set up a new web page. Of course, like let's say it's a web page and a website that already have a header and footer, which means part of the work is done. Just need the body of the content, and this is probably a website that already has like brand assets and brand colors and things like that. So, fonts, again, most of the work is probably already done. And then, I'm just like tell GitHub Copilot to like, just do something little. For example, okay, you know what? What I'm showing you right now, I'm going to move the phone to the right because apparently my face was covering the yeah, apparently my face was covering the screen. So yeah, for example, like you can see the app right here, right? So let me go back to terminal 1 second. All right, so I'm just go back to terminal, and then I'm gonna go close the app, right? So have this AI agents uh run it again. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna say run, oh shit, run the app on the iPhone 16e. So I just tell it to do that. uh it should be faster. So again, as you're probably looking at the terminal, it's doing some stuff in there already, and I promise that is not me, guys. Okay. Yeah, so there we go. So the app, was built, and then all right. So yeah, let me show you for example, like what I mean by the light tasks, right? So yeah, so for example, like this is the login, page. So I'm just gonna tell it to, so I'm gonna say on the login page, change the color of the login button to a bright orange. Simple task. I mean, it doesn't have to be this simple. It could still do a lot more than like this type of a simple task. So as you can see, like it literally like went to my login.dart page that is reading the files, and then it's making some edits. So as you can see, like I am not typing, guys. I am not doing nothing no more. It's doing this thing, and then it wants to do a hot reload, but I'm just gonna do that manually. So pretty much how you do a hot reload is like you just press R on your keyboard, and it hot reloads the app, right? So I'm just gonna do R here, and boom, as you can see, there we go, like instant change. And I'm just gonna do undo here, and then like if you don't want the changes, you can actually like just do undo here. You could do it here, you could do it here. This one is per file. This one is like the old change, like all the changes that you haven't accepted in this current chat. So I'm just gonna undo this, and like even as soon as I undo that, I could go, do my hot reload again. It kicks my button back to green, which is the normal green. So yeah, honestly, I think I've done my job here, like showing you how to set up your vibe coding environment. And if you're just joining, I'm actually going to, I mean, this video is going to be up even after the live, after this live stream, right? So you can always come back, watch this video, and like actually, follow the step-by-step process to setting up your own or your very own vibe coding setup. So yeah, I mean, that's just the baby, right? And this is Zencoder. Like this is the like I said, the big dog. I'm telling you, I've literally had like a full paragraph of a feature, right? I give that to Zencoder, and it did every single thing that I requested for. Like I'm telling you, like Zencoder is like this vibe coding agent that like you're just not like it's just that developer, right? Like this is pretty much a developer to me. It's just that developer that you trust that can do things the way you want it to do. So I mean, I'm honestly not sure on. I wish I actually like created a side project, and I mean this is a live. This is a live, right? Yeah. Let me create a new projects, right? And then I'm just gonna have a new application. I don't even know what it is yet, but yeah. Let me cancel this app running. Um, wait, cancel. I'm trying to cancel the app. I guess it doesn't even matter because like if I close it here, it's gonna lose connection. So yeah, let us open up a new Flutter project. Let's do new uh, I'm gonna just do open folder and then like create a folder right when I'm about to open it. So I'm just do one in the desktop. Then here I'm gonna do new folders. So I'm just do vibe coding, right? So this is just anything. I'm just like trying to create a new Flutter project, and I'm gonna allow this. I'm gonna trust. So I mean, right now I'm pretty much like just trying to show you like how good Zencoder is. So all right, I mean I have Flutter installed, but I want a new Flutter application, right? So I think the command is Control Shift F. Control Shift F, or maybe Mac Command Shift F. You know what? Let me ask Copilot real quick. So, how do I set up a new Flutter project in VS Code? Proj in VS Code. All right. So obviously I have Flutter installed, and then okay, it's Command Shift P. Okay, not F. All right. All right. So Command Shift P. All right, so I think we should be able to do new. All right, so we have Dart project. I think I want to type Flutter actually. All right, there we go. So our new Flutter project, and then we want an application. So that's what we're gonna do. And then this is pretty much our picking up vibe coding, which is the folder where this project is in. So what do we name this? I'm gonna just name this vibe stream. Oh yeah, you know what? I think I actually know what I want this app to be now. All right. So yeah, I mean it's creating. Damn, that was so fast. Wow, the M4 Mac, like the M4 chip is actually insane. I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, you know what? I do know what I want to test with. So I have this like vibe stream application idea, and I'm gonna have to go to Google AI Studio to pull up what the requirement for that application is, right? So Google AI Studio, and guys, like if you do not know, Google AI Studio is the king of kings when it comes to vibe coding platforms. But you know what? Like that is not even a app. Like that is not even a discussion for today. That is an old discussion for another day. I promise you. But of course, like why would I, talk about Google AI Studio without like actually like showing you guys? But of course, like I'm definitely gonna be showing you guys how to use Google AI Studio. Like it's crazy. Like you don't even have to learn how to use it. Like honestly, maybe like you could just check it out. However, like if you want me to show you how I use it and how to use it, like just leave a message in the chat. I'll definitely take all that into account. So pretty much I have two apps already on Vibe, on Google AI Studio. I mean, yeah, it's a vibe coding platform. So all right, so oh wow, I'm actually trying to like grab what I prompted it with. So apparently it looks like I don't have a history of my prompts. But I think what I can do is I can ask the AI to summarize the app for me. So can you summarize this app to a user application requirements paragraph? All right, so I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna ask the app to tell me the user requirements. All right, looks like it's done. All right, that's pretty fast. So All right. Yeah, let me give you a quick overview of what this app is about, right? So this is currently an idea I have, and I honestly haven't even had enough time to work on this, but I want to call it Vibe Stream, like the name of the app, or that's what I have in mind right now. But it's pretty much a really, really simple application that guides you through a setup process. And like this is going to be an application that would suit informative live streamers, right? So the idea is like you have a, like the way I'm actually sharing my screen right now, yeah. And I pretty much I just set this vibe stream application up, and then it's gonna pick up trigger words from what I am saying, right? Especially the ones that align with brands, either your own personal brand, like your own company brand, or other brands that are already out there, for example, like Google, Netflix, Amazon. And yeah, so it picks up, those trigger words. For example, if I say Amazon, and then it shows that on the screen, right? If I say Google, it shows that on the screen. If I say Microsoft, it shows like their logos on the screen. So let me send a video of that demonstration. So I just like show you what that video looks like. 1 second, please bear with me while I find this video. Should not take a lot of time. Oof, oh shit. Oh my god, really should not take this long to find this video. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna show you the demo right now. So the app is sort of built out already on Google AI Studio, and now we want to use Zencoder AI, which is the AI coding agent, to kind of like replicate that on a mobile, platform, right? Because Google AI Studio kind of like builds, it kind of builds primarily for desktop-based experiences, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm trying to like let me just show you what the app looks like, right? So you know what? I could literally like use any pictures or any set of pictures. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna choose these images, right? So okay, I'm gonna choose this. I'm gonna choose this. You know what? Let me just choose everything. So yeah, this is the process, like it guides you through. Sorry guys. So yeah, it gets you through the setup, which is really simple. And here it's pretty much like picking your brand assets, right? So imagine all these pictures are your brand assets for your company. I did not plan this, but probably not the best demo here. But again, like the whole idea is just to show you what this looks like, so we can actually go through to replicating this using using Zencoder here. So yeah, you pick all those images that align with your brand assets. You can also actually like pull in like really, really short videos up to 5 seconds long, but let's just keep it at the pictures for now, right? So yeah, this guy is big. I'm gonna set the trigger word as big, and then we have a guy named Carl. But you know what? I'm a say drink. And then this guy, I'm gonna say call. So these are trigger words, right? And like these are really, really simple trigger words, but imagine these are the trigger words for brands, right? It could be your own brand, it could be the big brands like Google, Amazon. So yeah, for this, I'm gonna do Jason. For this, you know what? I'm just X this out, like X out the rest, right? And for this, yeah, for this, I'm gonna say Lucia. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have five pictures, right? So we just do next, and then here you have to choose like your primary and secondary color. For this demo, I'm kind of like wanting to keep the vibe of the GTA 6 vibe. So let's just ask Copilot for with Control C. All right, give me 2 color codes that align with the pinkish GTA 6 vibe. You know what? Let me say that contrast. Yeah, because like this is going to be used for the background. I mean, you're going to see what I'm talking about. All right, so two contrasting. We have Cyber Teal. So I put this in, and I mean, you can also use a color picker. So like if you click this, you can like actually pick colors as well. So I guess I just needed to add an icon, like a pen icon. So you need to know that, oh, you actually get a color picker as well. All right. So once you do that, you're gonna have to like start the party, and it pretty much like shows you brand vibe live. And now if I say those trigger words, it's gonna pop them up on the screen. For example, if I say cow, if I say drink, oh, you know what? Yikes, what a terrible demo. I forgot to like click the microphone. All right. So I mean now it's even suggesting like I'm listening, mention a trigger word like big. So if I say big, it knows, oh, you know what? Again, what a terrible. I need to allow microphone use. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty much telling me if I say big, there we go. You see what I'm saying? So if I say cow, if I say cow, if I say drink, it pops up. If I say Lucia, cow, drink, Lucia. You see? So like I hope you're getting the idea, right? So like yeah, this is pretty much the idea. And honestly, I pretty much vibe coded this in like a day, right? And I actually even had enough time to work on this. So imagine instead of like random GTC pictures, like you're actually like seeing the logos of you know big brands like Amazon, like while I'm actually like talking, right? And while I'm actually talking, like it's picking up all those trigger words, and I don't even have to do anything. Like my ends are up here, guys. Like this is not the sort of it's not the sort of app where you actually have to like click. I need to frame myself correctly. Yeah, I actually like you have to click something on like a stream deck or something. So I mean, this is early, and of course, because you guys are actually like watching me, you get to see this right before it becomes public. And you know what, if you're actually interested in this software, if you want to be an early tester, why don't you drop a message in the chat? So oh my god, I wasn't reading the chat. I am so sorry. Janil, I hope you're still watching. I'm just seeing your messages. You said, is it a Gemini vibe code? Can you create mobile apps? I mean, yes, everything I'm showing today can create mobile apps. And hey, look at you asking a question about Flutter. Oh my god, that trips me up because not a lot of people know about Flutter. Janil, I hope you're still here. I do apologize. I'm just seeing your messages. Yes, you can use it for Flutter. Yes. However, you cannot use Google AI Studio for Flutter, but you can use Zencoder for Flutter. Yes, I have a Flutter project myself, and I'll be using that for Flutter. So you found that Claude is better than this, at least could be helpful in terminal. Okay. I promise you need to try Zencoder yourself. I honestly haven't tried Claude, but I'm open to trying it out as well. Oh my god. I am so sorry, Jenny. You literally said, can't you read the chat? Sorry, I just recently started live streaming. I forgot. Oh, I did not know how to actually check my chat. That's crazy. But yeah, I do apologize, Jenny. I hope you find the answers to these questions. But yeah, again, if you want to, actually test out this app yourself, like be an early tester before I release it to the public. I mean, once I release it to the public, it's not even going to be expensive. It's probably going to be like $199 a month to use it because it's just aiding the live stream, right? So, all right. So, I mean, enough of the demo. Let me just show you what Zencoder AI can do. So again, this is the description of the application, right? So you can see how long of a paragraph this is. Oh, right. Janelle, you said what's the actual purpose of this app like in general? I'm guessing you're talking about this app that I'm demoing right here. So like I was saying, this is going to be an app that is tailored to, yeah, right. I see what you're saying. So it's going to be tailored to live streamers, like kind of like what I'm doing right now. So imagine the way I'm talking and it's popping the images or videos of brands. Like for example, if I was talking about something, let's say, oh, I just got this order from Amazon, da 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 da. Maybe why let me do a Google search. So it's gonna pop the images, particularly the logos of those brands while I'm talking. So what I think is it's gonna be like a much better informative session, like while all that is going on. And yeah, so I mean, did that answer your question? I hope that answered your question. So it's more. Yes, exactly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. More like live editing. Yes, sir. So yeah, let's take this. Let's take this to Zencoder AI, right? Exactly. More for like YouTube streamers, even Twitch streamers, depending on like what type of content they actually live stream, right? So yeah, one thing with Zencoder is it actually asks you to generate a repo file like when you first set it up in your local dev. Yeah, brand integration will be more easy. I mean, I do agree, Genu, and thank you so much for engaging. Can you share the prompt? Absolutely, for sure. Wait. The prompt for like the app itself. Are you talking about the prompt for this app that I just demoed? I mean, I guess I could. You're trying to take my idea, huh? But you know what? I really do not mind. Let me see. Live stream. Can we integrate other API just with share purpose to app and it finds image by itself? You know what? A really, really good idea right there. You know what? I actually have this API that I found, right? So it's called Brand Fetch. I honestly just haven't had like more time. Brand Fetch. I just haven't had more time to like work on this project, honestly. So, I mean, what prompt are you asking for exactly? The prompt for this application that I'm showing, is that what you're talking about? If yes, let me paste that in the chat real quick. Oh, apparently, like the prompt is too long. You know what? I mean, why don't you shoot me maybe your Discord ID or like your email, so just so we can like have like a maybe a quick one-on-one conversation, or I could just shoot you what you need, all right? And you can text me as well. But yeah, I'm just gonna like have Zencoder repo the the environment. I mean, there's not a lot right now, right? Because like it's pretty much like a bare bone Flutter project. We haven't developed anything yet. So yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, going back to your question about like having it find other apps, find images by itself. I mean, absolutely. Why not? We will be able to do that. So I was showing Brand Fetch, right? So I found Brand Fetch is basically like they have an API that you can use to pull the brand assets for different brands and companies out there, right? So you probably want to go to for developers here. So yeah, if you're building, you want to get an API from this website, get API key, and then of course they're going to run you through their setup process. And like I'm not sure if you can see right here, fast and free effortless logo integrations into your app, right? So it's exactly what this platform was built for. And here you can see, I believe what the response would look like from like an average API call. You have the brand name, you have the logo, you have the link, you have the industry, the company size. So yeah, just a little bit about that. So I'm just gonna do this, which is what Zencoder wants. So yeah, you say you like Claude more because you use it on day-to-day purpose. What's my thought on that? I mean, for sure, I've actually heard a lot about Claude. Oh, yikes. Yeah, I've actually heard a lot about Claude, but I just haven't tried it myself. So Zencoder, I just stumbled upon Zencoder. It's not even like someone, told me about it like one-on-one. I just stumbled upon it online and like I was surprised at how well it works. So, I mean, I'm not sure if Claude does this, but let's say I tell Zencoder to do something, right? And then, so I'm just going to quickly switch here to a coding agent and then do auto apply. Okay. So yeah, let's say I tell Zencoder to do something and then it runs into errors like from in like during the terminal session, right? It actually automatically tries to fix those errors even without you telling it, which is, I don't know if Claude does that. Again, I haven't tried Claude personally, but hey, yeah, you said Claude Code can make it way better for UI. Is not that much helpful. I'm really not understanding that very very well. But yeah, so yeah, I'm as you can see, this is a huge prompt, guys. This is a huge prompt, and I'm just gonna press enter. I'm not even gonna say too much, and we're just gonna like let Zencoder do its magic. And another thing that I do like about Zencoder is like it actually like walks you through its train of thoughts, and it also asks you questions for clarification as well. So it's asking me right now, for speech to text transcription, which service provider would you prefer? Is it Google Cloud speech to text API, Azure speech services, on device with Flutter package, faster, no internet required? I mean, definitely on device, faster, internet required, man. Like, why not? So it says for extracting dominant colors from images and videos, do you have a preference? You could use a dedicated Flutter package, implement a custom algorithm. I mean, let's use what is already out there, right? Like we don't have to reinvent the wheel. And so it's asking, should I completely replace the current counter app or build the new features alongside it? Oh, the current counter app. Oh, yeah, yeah. So by the way, when you like pretty much develop a new or you start up a new Flutter project, there's a default counter app, right? So I'm just gonna replace it entirely. That's a good question. And then it says for asset storage, where should the uploaded files be saved? You could either be local storage, cloud storage, local with this thing. I mean, for the purpose of this, live stream demonstration, we're just gonna keep it at local storage, right? So I'm just gonna submit that, and then it should be back in business. All right, so I'm actually going to sit here because I've been standing. But I mean, if you don't have a standing desk, I mean, you might want to invest in a standing desk, man. Like it's just one thing that makes sitting down for a long period of time not so bad, right? All right. Let me. I might. All right. Let me pull the camera here. Um. Sorry, I'm just trying to have my camera in maybe a better place. You know. All right, then that way I could turn on the lights and I could look better. And by the way, like we're still waiting on Zencoder AI. Is doing this thing. It's creating new files that it actually, needs, right? Created a YAML file. I mean, there's probably a YAML file already, but it's adding packages. Like we can see what it is doing. Like it's adding packages for speech to text, image picker, video picker, and now it's asking for permission to be able to run this command, right? So Flutter pub get. I mean, it's pretty much trying to install the Flutter dependencies here. So I'm going to always allow Flutter commands. Wow. All right. So yeah, it's still doing some things, right? I mean, again, this is the beauty of vibe coding. Like you just get to sit back and like focus on the feature requirements, focus on properly wording out what the prompt is, right? Make sure you're having your feature requirements well defined. Tell it exactly what you want, except you actually, want the AI to be creative in certain ways. Like you can see, this is pretty much, it's creating so many files. Like if I go back here, go to lib, go to screens, like presentation screen setup screen, like it's the AI doing all of this. Like all the screens, the AI pretty much developed all these screens, right? So yeah, let's go back to Zencoder AI. Like it's still, doing some work. This is actually this is honestly one of the best times to be alive in history, right? Like imagine being able to do this. All right, so it tried to analyze some documents and looks like it's done, guys. All right, so yeah, I mean it's done. I mean we can also tell it to run the app on iPhone 16. So I mean, I can say iPhone 16 and it's still gonna intelligently pick up the iPhone 16e. Like, I mean, it's it's AI. It's AI, man. Just saying. It's actually so good. Now it's taking a little bit of time because it's summarizing the chat context. Apparently, like this is a really, really long chat. And yeah, now it's trying to build it. So yeah, as you can see, it popped up a terminal. Okay, we have some questions. So, what AI models will you use? Okay, yeah. So for Zencoder AI, right? I mean, once this is done running, I'll show you what AI models are available. And then you said what extension is that for VS Code? So this is called Zencoder AI. So you pretty much just need to go to your extensions and search for Zencoder, right? So just search for Zencoder and install it. And then like once it's installed, you're gonna have this icon. This is Zencoder, and it's gonna just walk you through the sign up and sign in process. Really, really straightforward. And they do have a free tier, so like you can actually try it for free. I was actually using it for free for a while myself before I actually decided to pay. And now I haven't just decided to pay. Now I want to upgrade my subscription, right? Because like it's actually so good. This is the best vibe coding agent I have tried personally. Okay, so as you can see, like it actually exited that terminal with an error, and like it's actually like trying to fix that error and run it again without telling it to. So as you can see right here, it says the code signing error is still happening. This is typically because there's no development team set up, blah blah blah, and now it's trying to run it again. And now it's requesting for permission to run this command. I think I set up a team for my Xcode, so it should be able to fix this issue because as we saw earlier. Hey, thanks, man. Manan, thank you so much. Thank you as well. You're welcome. I appreciate you wishing me all the best for my project. Thank you so much. I wish you the best as well. All right, so it looks like it's making some progress in resolving the issue. And yeah, it looks like it actually found the issue. It said, oh, I found the issue. The error is resource fork, blah, blah, blah. I honestly do not need to know what that is. But yeah, now it's cleaning up the workspace and it's actually trying to build the app again. And I'm going to bump up the font size so that way it's better for everyone to see. All right, so yeah, now it's running the build. Looks like it's going well this time. Oh, looks like there's another error. Interesting. I'm gonna have to step in because I'm not trying to waste y'all's time. I literally have a team set up for Xcode, so I don't know what it's talking about. Oh, okay. I have Xcode team set up for another project, not this one. So you know what? If it doesn't, work now, I'm just gonna stop it and I'm gonna have to step in. Yeah, maybe give it one more trial, right? One more trial doesn't hurt. But yeah, it might not be successful because like setting up that team is pretty much like a GUI based, you know, task. It's not. I don't think it's terminal based. But yeah, let's see if it actually gets it right this time. Like he was able to resolve it. Again, it's cleaning up the code workspace. And of course, it's gonna try to rebuild. Wait, it can actually build this without signing, isn't it? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna tell it to build that without signing. Oh shit. Looks like it's gonna work this time. I don't know. But yeah, if it doesn't work, I'm gonna just tell it to build without signing Xcode. All right, yeah, it's not working. I'm just close this. I'm gonna open up a new chat because this is already a long chat. Run the app on iPhone 16 without Xcode signing. All right. All right. So yeah, now it's gonna run without code signing. Oh, yeah. I mean, of course, if you actually want to publish your app to App Store, you definitely want to sign the app. I'm not sure about test flight, but I mean, why not just set up our code signing across the across your development, like your local dev, right? All right. Okay. So. Yeah, so it's gonna run that now, and I don't see a reason why it shouldn't be successful this time because we're not even having it like sign the code. So it better work. You better work. Oh, Xcode build done. Hey, there we go. Yeah, excellent build. Yep. I mean, it's supposed to pop up here, but for some reason, okay, I think it's still doing some stuff right in the background. So I guess we just wait for it. Like it's not even installing, it should be installing. It doesn't take this long, right? Um okay, I think the terminal crashed. So I'm gonna just close this. Yeah, sometimes the terminal in what's it called? In VS Code, like would literally just crash. All right, so I'm just gonna copy this, do a new chat, paste it here, and yeah, it shouldn't take as much time this time, right? All right, so run that. Okay. Oh my god, another error? What the hell? Okay, so it still has to make sure. Okay. Okay, you got some stuff going on here. Hmm. All right, I really do not like how long this is taking, but ah, let's just give it a couple more minutes. Okay, so all right, so it's trying to run the build again, cleaning up the workspace. Siri,
Uh-huh.
shuffle hype me.
Hype me. Now shuffling.
All right, while we wait, I guess it's not gonna be such a bad idea to just enjoy some hype music while we're waiting for this, but okay. Oh my god, I literally should have just gone to set up the code signing team myself. Ah, yeah, I really should have just gone to do that myself because now the no code signing is already like putting in commands. But I mean, we could always like switch things up, right? I could go set it up myself. I mean, let me actually like start working on that. So if this is not done, then I'll just like switch it back to use our code signing. So I'm going to iOS. I'll go here, then I'm review in Finder, right? All right. So I'm trying to open up the workspace with Xcode. So here we go. All right. So back to Xcode. Click on Runner and go to signing and capabilities. Okay, you know what? The team is actually already there. So like my team is there already. Like it's right there. It's right there. All right. Um. So what was the problem then? Because I actually thought I did not have a team set up for this project. So it looks like it's putting the team across my Mac. Okay. Yeah, I promise you, like these things just happen, right? Like you would literally not expect like a lot of things to go wrong, and it just build. But you know what? I'll wait for that. Why not? Let's build up. Like let's make a logo for this application real quick. So so can you make a um mobile app logo or logo icon for this app? And I'm so lazy, guys. I think I'm just gonna paste in the initial app description, or maybe I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. I'm gonna say summarize that to like 5 sentences. Yeah, honestly, I see no reason why the video should be taking this long. Uh, all right, so 5 sentences it is. So copy this down, do Copilot. Oh, all right. So I have this like smaller mode. Paste that and do enter. So it should literally help us make a logo, right? And that way we can, of course, plug in the logo here and have the icon for the app. Oh my god, this is not what I'm looking for, but I'm gonna just use it regardless. Alright, looks like Vibe I said Vibe looks like Zen is making progress with this. Alright, this actually does not look too bad. This logo does not look too bad, right? So I'm just gonna download this. I'm gonna name it to Vibe Stream logo. So Vibe Stream logo. Save that. Then I'm gonna go here, go to lib. I'm gonna create a folder for icon, and I'll just go pull this in, right? So I'm gonna go to Finder, go to downloads, Livestream logo. Let's pull this into the icon folder, and then I'm gonna copy relative path. So this is gonna be the logo, guys. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, you can have Zencoder working on one thing and have GitHub Copilot working on another. So while this is trying to fix the build issue, I'm gonna go here, go to Grok files. I'm gonna say add. Wait, what? Add this. So that's the file, right? This is the logo. I'm gonna say add it to top spec. That is the app logo or icon. All right, so all right. Don't to approve all this, like, because like if it doesn't do something you want, like you can always like go up and like click revert. Like once it's done, there's gonna be a revert button, right? That you can use to revert all the changes that was made. And like I see no reason why we're still having issues with this build. Like, how hard could this be? Damn. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. Zenkoda is actually having a hard time like fixing this right now. So yeah, honestly, not even sure why it's taking this long. All right, I think I'm gonna just have to like use the code signing again because I guess this was not meant to work without code signing. Yeah, honestly, like after this doesn't work, if it doesn't work now, I'm gonna do something else. All right, so I'm gonna stop you right there. Open up a new. All right, so GitHub Copilot is actually like doing some stuff for the icon, right? So it's trying to run the icon, which is not even a bad idea. And I think it's done. So I'm just gonna keep the changes because that was not even like a difficult task. All right, so back to Zencoder. So I'm gonna say make sure to turn on code signing. I mean, no. I'm just gonna run the app, run the app on iPhone 16 and use code signing. Alright, so I'm gonna run and always allow. Okay, I honestly actually have to use the restroom, but I'm gonna be right back. Okay, looks like it's actually going to work now. Oh my god, we've been here for a while. God damn it. And I hope this stuff did not even crash again. I hope the terminal did not crash again. Oh my god, looks like the terminal might have crashed. But I'm not sure. Okay, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, for some reason, like the terminal would literally just crash. Oh my god, you know what? Isn't there a way we can like run this build from Xcode? Like I am tired of this. I'm tired of this, honestly. So this is our go to product, but we can run it though. Like we could literally run it right here. Oh my god. Alright, you know what? Looks like I might wanna use Xcode more honestly. Alright, so it's building the app now and hopefully it's building for iPhone because this is gonna be an iPhone application right now. Wow, so the build succeeded. Like come on guys. Alright, yeah. Um yeah, in case you're experiencing the same build issue through VS Code and you're on a Mac, like just run the build with Xcode. Honestly, I actually haven't experienced that before, but for some reason I decided it was not gonna work. This is actually taking a lot of time to build, but yeah, let's just wait for it and not even complicate things, right? And there we go. Finally, we have an iOS build with our application. And I think it might open itself like once the phone is properly booted up. Alright, I'm just gonna pause the music. I wonder why we have a black screen. That is definitely not what we're looking for. Let's just open it up again. All right, there we go. It's finally, yes, finally we have the app running. So yeah, this is literally the app we vibe coded and for brand assets. I will probably don't even okay, you know what? All right, so for this, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna just say Apple. And this is just for demonstration purposes, guys. So I'm gonna say add asset. Then I'm gonna add another image. Let's say Google. Add assets. Add another image. Then I'm gonna say Amazon. Oh my god, I can't spell today, guys. Okay, so Apple, Google, Amazon, just those three. Then for the colors, let's just pick. Yeah, let's pick this and this, right? And then scroll down, launch presentation. Wow, the app crashed. Oh shit. Damn, the app crashed. Yeah, interesting. All right, so let's show the details of the app crashing. Oh, runner quit. It was runner that quit. I mean, you know what? Don't send. Let's run it back. It actually just sucks. Oh, okay. Like the app is still. Oh, the app is crashing. All right. So yeah, let's. I mean, I want us to capture the app crashing, and then let's take the log. All right. Let's see. All right. So trying to figure out uh like an idea. So thread 4 crashed. Okay. This is actually extremely detailed. But you know what? We could always like copy this and give it to the AI, honestly, which is apparently what we probably gonna do here. All right. Um, let's do this 17 here. Go to VS Code, which is this. So I'm just gonna cancel this. I'm gonna say app is crashing. All right, so Zenkoda is gonna try to fix it. Yeah. For some reason, iOS apps would literally crash for like the dumbest reasons. I swear. Like I've had an app like crash and not even start at all, just because Google Ads was not correctly set up. Like it's crazy. Like, bro. All right, so apparently that is fixed. So I'm just gonna go to the Xcode runner again. Xcode, and then I'm gonna build it again. So products and run. Build failed. Why? Sandbox is not run pod install. Run pod install. Run pod install. Okay, so that was a success. So we're gonna go back to um Xcode. Go to products, run it again. Now it's building. Doesn't look like there's gonna be much of a failure this time. Ouch. All right, we have a successful build this time. I just wonder why it starts up with a black screen. Oh shit, it's taking so much time to load. That's interesting. But yeah, let's run it back, launch presentation, and there we go. Now it's able to access the speech recognition. Google, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon. So we go here, like speaking of the large recognition, right? Like here, speaking of what I'm saying, see, you can see the implementation results. So when I say Google, Amazon, Apple, so like yeah, speaking of what I'm saying, however, it's just not showing. It's just not showing the corresponding images. So I'm just doing the chat here. I'm gonna say the speech. Let me just set it up. Alright, so yeah, I mean, it's basically like picking up what I'm saying, however, it's not displaying the images, right? What are the images supposed to come from? I mean, instead of the device speaker, it's not showing up. So, yeah. Alright, so I'm trying to see if I can actually like do a reload from. Yeah, from Xcode, but I actually do not know. So let me just ask, can I do a reload for e-card running to Xcode? Alright, so I have to run the OB again, which kind of sucks. Alright, so this is done. We're gonna go run the build again, and I do this time. Yeah, this time we should have a successful MVP in less than 2 hours. Go. There we go. This is what we are looking for on Amazon. Apple, sorry, Apple is the other one we did. Yep, exactly. So that is what we're looking for. Google, Apple, Google, Apple, Google, Apple, Google, Google. It's not I'll change it now. We know it's casting the word to Google. Alright, but yeah, I mean, that is just a quick demo of what the app looks like. Obviously, it doesn't look so good right now. Yeah, I could definitely like go, grab, description of what the hair should look like. Describe the UI background effect. So I go, grab information, like as you can see right here, we do have like this really nice, I mean, let me just say nice animation in the background, right? And then we're going to do a new chat and then go to AI, grab the information about the background, copy this, so implement this to the background of the page showing the images. So I'm just gonna paste that, enter, and of course, this is gonna take some time while we're waiting and cancel this. Apple pen, pineapple pen, apple pen, pineapple it just stays on. Pen, apple pen, apple pen, apple pen. Well, that is buggy, but yeah, I mean, you do get the idea, guys. Like I showed you how to set up your own vibe